Alright, so we just picked up on some conditional operator, the OR operator. Alright, we're going to cover the AND conditional operator and this NOT, this unary operator up here in this video. So let's go over the basics real quick. So now we have this interactive program. We're going to clear that up real quick. We're going to destroy all this. We're going to turn this into true or false. So we're going to keep it pretty simple. We have this true or false. Right now we have this OR operator. We discussed in the last video that it is represented by the two pipe symbols. There's two. They're stuck together, and you can't have a white space between here or it won't recognize it. They have to be glued together. You can have white space between these. You can have tab characters. You can even have new line characters, and it'll be fine. Same thing with this one. You can have new line characters and tabs. There's just got to be at least one white space character between them, but with the OR operator, they got to be glued together. All right, so let's talk about this. So with the OR operator, on the left side is going to be a boolean expression, and on the right side is going to be a boolean expression. All right, now in this case, we're just using true and false, pure and simple. If at least one is true, the entire expression will evaluate the true. Since the left side is true in this example, the entire expression, everything I have highlighted, evaluates the true. Now, if I make them both false, it will evaluate the false, and let's go ahead and run this. And of course, it skips this block because it evaluates the false. And if I make them both true, it'll still evaluate the true. Now, if you read a legal document, OR means one or the other. OR means one or the other. But in computer programming, OR will mean at least one. Okay, there is an operator called XOR that we're not going to cover yet, where exactly one has to be true. And we're going to cover that when we go a little farther. We have to get a little creative with functions on that. There might be a built-in one in Java. We'll look that up before the video is made. Now, next operator is the AND operator. You hold down Shift, it's represented by two ampersand signs. We go to the docs, and it's conditional AND. And it has two AND signs here. And of course, don't forget, I'll have this video in the description. You can copy. You can just click on that link or copy and paste the link. Go to the link. The documents always change over time, so depending on how old this video is, it may not be there anymore, but you can still look it up through the Java docs. All right, and both sides have to be true. If one side is false, at least one side is false, it will not evaluate the true. Let's make one side false. Yeah, all right, let's just make this one. It doesn't matter which side is false. If one side is false, it is false. Now, if both are false, it's still false. Both sides have to be true for the ampersand to work. But other than that, it still works like the OR operator, where you have two Boolean expressions it's still evaluating two Boolean expressions, one on each side. All right. Last, we're going to talk about the NOT operator. It's a unary operator, meaning it only needs one value. All right, not false. All it does is just invert the value of the Boolean. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So this will turn to true. Let's go and look at the docs. This logical operator inverts the value of Boolean. Okay, so if this was true, this will flip the value to false. So not true is equal to false, and it skips this block now. Now let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's say we had this this and true here, right? We can actually surround this in parentheses and use this not operator. And so this entire expression will evaluate the true. And then after that, this not operator will flip that to false. And it skips this block because we have the not here. Now if we make this false, all right, false and true evaluate to false. Now this not operator will flip it to true. So not false will flip to true. So there's two things going on, and we can have an entire complex expression. We can actually have multiple things in here. All right, but we're not going to go over that yet because we need to talk about the order of operations. It doesn't just happen in order. In this case, it does. But we're going to cover this later, but the AND operators are covered first. So everything in the parentheses will be covered first, and we're going to discuss that later. But right now we're going to stick with just the two, with just one logical operator, or I'm sorry, conditional operator at a time right now. So that's going to conclude this video, and we're going to make some interactive examples using these operators first before we dive in a little bit more, because it's very important that we understand the order of how these operators are going to get processed. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. That was just a brief introduction to the logical operators. We're going to be covering more examples on these in the next video.